Hello learners, I am Dr. Rajkumar Bharadwaj, working at St. Stephen's College. Today we are going to understand that what is library catalog, its definition, its various objectives, and what are the functions of a library catalog. So primarily I would like to tell you the outline of this session is we will understand what is catalog, what is the purpose of the catalog, what are the different objectives, what are different functions, and library catalog and 5 laws of library science, that how a library catalog address the 5 laws of library information science. Apart from that, we will also discuss what is difference between library catalog and bibliography, and what is difference between library catalog and publisher catalog, that also we will understand in these sessions. Apart from that, we will also discuss in brief about the shelf list and physical form of the catalog. So, let us understand what is catalog. The term catalog has been derived from the Greek expressions catalogus, and it means a list, register or complete enumeration of something. But it is not just a list that you need to understand, it is systematically arranged in alphabetical or some other order, like in generally in library we follow the dictionary pattern, alphabetical order, and we also follow the classification pattern. Apart from that, catalog also gives bibliographic information of the document, such as title, author, and various other descriptors, and it helps in describing the document in various using various information, bibliography information. Apart from that, a catalog also provide call number and help the users in locating the document, because suppose you have a list of the document, but how you will locate the document from the shelf, that is also very important, and therefore, catalog also contain information about the call number, which has a classification number as well as the book number. So, that call number help the user to identify the document from the shelves. So, that is also you need to understand that catalog is not just contain the bibliographic information about the document, but it also has the call number, which help in locating the document from the shelves. So, that is a very vital actually for the users. And a catalog contain entries which are prepared for all document according to rules prescribed. So, when you prepare make a catalog, you will find there are lots of entry in the catalog, some are main entries, some are added entries. So, all these entry in the catalog are actually prepared following a standard code, and that is actually organized in a systematic order. So, let us understand what is the definition of this catalog. So, the New English Dictionary defines a catalog as follows: a catalog is usually distinguished from a mere list or enumerations by systematic or methodic arrangement, alphabetical or other order, and often by the addition of brief particular, descriptive, or adding identification indicative of locality, position, date, price, or like. Apart from that, there is another definition which is given by Dr. S. R. Ranganathan, and he says that the term library catalog is as a list of document in a library or in a collection forming a portion of it. He further states that a catalog may be printed or it may be in a manuscript form. It may be in card or in loose leaf. It may be in the form of a continuous book or in a page down form with gaps of interpolations of new entry in between existing entry. So, that you need to understand. In fact, if you look into the invention of the catalog, we used to have in a book form of a catalog. So, entry used to be in the book form, which used to be bind, and later on with the advancement loose leaf started, and later on in France the card catalog was invented. So, now you need to understand what are the purposes of the catalog. So, there are multiple purposes of the catalog, and first and foremost is the utilization of library material. Catalog help the users in identifying the relevant material for their study and research, because if you find the holding of a library, it is very difficult for the users to identify the relevant one which match to their research work, and the catalog become very handy here. It helps the user in getting the document in library located and shelved at different places, such as different sections, different rooms and floors in the library. Catalog also help the user in identifying which at any given point of time some of these material may not be available on the shelves. So, that also it can serve the purpose. Apart from that, you need to understand it is necessary that a library prepare and provides records of all material irrespective of their physical form. Therefore, catalog can furnish the details of entire collections possessed by the library. So, that you need to understand the main purpose is that user should get the document which the library has in their holding. So, now you will understand what are the different objectives of the catalog. So, catalog enables user to find a book of which descriptors are known, such as author or the title or the subject. Catalog also shows what the library has by a given author, subject in a given kind of a literature. Means you can find out what the library has related to a literature. Suppose a researcher would like to identify the material related to his research. So, catalog can be a starting point for the researchers to identify what are the different document library has related to his research work. So, usually the user fragment his search terms, and then he try to identify the document from the shelves, and using various descriptors they can also search the title, and they can also find out the documents using the keywords and using the subject also. Apart from that, catalog also help us what the library has. Sometimes the documents library does not have some documents. So, the catalog can tell the researcher or the users that these are the documents which you are searching is not available in the library. So, that is also you need to understand. Catalog also assist in the choice of the format, such as print, electronic and CDs. So, some people believe that catalog is only for the print document. So, that is actually not correct. Catalog is also for the electronic resources. It is also for various different forms of the documents, such as CD, DVDs, VHS, maps, and some we can also prepare the catalog for the electronic resources. So, catalog, therefore, to achieve the objective of the catalog, the author or the title entry should provide the reader all the pertinent informations. So, not just the main descriptors, but all the pertinent information the catalog should provide. So, that sometime the title is very vague, and the user actually judge the relevancy of the document on the basis of the subject heading, on the basis of various other parameters, and therefore, the catalog entries should be very comprehensive in nature. So, that the user can find out whether that document is related to his research work or related to his query or not. Further, in case the entry is under some other name or the word, a cross reference entry should also be provided. For instance, like the title of the author book is something different, and that it is very difficult for the users to find out the information using that the title. Sometimes it happens the title is very vague, but the information the book contains is something else. So, therefore, what the catalog should provide the user a cross reference entry. So, when the user come with a different descriptors or different perception, they should also be able to get the document. Then the catalog is also to show what the library has in their possession. Thus, the catalog lists all the works of a particular author available in the library collection and all the document available in a given subject. Apart from that, all document on a particular kind of a literature that should also be addressed, that should also be provided by the catalog to the user. Besides this, another objective descriptive cataloging wherein the characteristics of the document are fully described and it helps the user in identifying the document and segregate similar documents. So, that is also should be the objective of the catalog, so that user can segregate similar documents. Charles A. Cutter in 1876 described the objective of a library catalog as that to enable users to find the book of which author, title or subject is known. This means users should be able to find out the document using various descriptors, whether it is author, whether it is a title or the subject, and the catalog should show what library has on a given subject, author or a kind of a literature. Apart from that, Cutter also says that catalog objective is to assist the choice of the book by its additions or using any other parameter. According to Ranganathan, a catalog should be designed so as to disclose to every reader his or her document. So, if you compare the 5 laws of library information science, the purpose of the catalog should be that books are for use, and every user when they come to the library, the catalog should be able to disclose what the library has. So, that should be actually one of the objectives of the catalog, and these, if you align your library catalog with the 5 laws of library information science, then you are actually achieving the objective of your catalog. So, every reader when they come to the library, they should be able to locate what the library has. Apart from that, a good catalog or success of the catalog or of the objective of the catalog should also has that each document in the library should also get its reader. So, when the users visit the library, even if they do not have certain query in their mind, but the catalog should be so much arranged that each document in the library should also get its reader. Apart from that, we should also keep in mind while preparing the catalog, or one of the objective of the catalog, I should say, that it should save the time of the reader. So, if you are not arranging the catalog in a proper manner, then what will happen? The user will spend more time in searching. Not just I am talking about the print, but I am also talking about the opaque online public access catalog. So, the saving the time of the user should also be one of the objective of the catalog. So, with this I hope now you understand what is catalog, and the catalog is basically a key of the library through which users can actually browse the library collections. So, imagine if there is no catalog in the library. So, entire library will become a storehouse, because users are not able to get what the library has, and they are not able to get what they want actually from the library. So, entire purpose of the library will also collapse if you do not have a proper catalog system in the library. So, there are other different aspects also that we will understand how they are different from the catalog. So, one aspect is the shelf list. Now, we do not have a separate shelf list in the library, because most of the catalog is now in the form of electronic, we call it online public access catalog. So, as such shelf list in the print form we do not have, but using the online public access catalog we can also prepare our own shelf list. So, therefore, you need to understand what is the concept of shelf list, how it is different from the catalog. So, in the shelf list, it is basically an inventory record of a library and contain bibliographic data of items arranged on a shelves of a library. So, here unlike the catalog which is arranged in a systematic order, the shelf lists actually are arranged how the document are arranged on the shelves. There are no any other pattern, only the way document are arranged on the shelf, we are also arranging these shelf lists. And the shelf lists are arranged exactly the way the items are arranged on the shelves of a library, and each item is represented by a card in which call number, author name, title, edition, volume number, copy number, accession number are mentioned. So, these are the information actually are also given on the shelf list. Basically, shelf list we used to prepare for the staff, so that if the book is not able to locate on the shelf, then we should be library staff should be able to find out using this shelf list. Another purpose of the shelf list used to be that we can also do with stock verification with this. So, that you need to also understand that it reflects the order of arrangement of items on the shelves. That is actually in crux, I would say. A shelf list thus primarily serve as an inventory and control the movement of the collections. So, if there is a movement of the collection on the shelves, then you also have to arrange your shelf list in the same order. However, in the online public access catalog, it hardly matters. You can, with the click of mouse, you can actually retrieve the documents. So, it may also serve as a classified catalog when such a catalog does not exist in the library. So, this can also substitute a kind of a classified catalog, because the entries are arranged in a classified order, but its function is different from the catalog, that you need to understand. The library catalog function is different, the shelf list purpose and the functions are entirely different. Apart from that, it does not provide approaches by the author, title or the subject. So, that also you need to keep in mind. It does not give access through the descriptors, various descriptors when you have to locate the documents. Now, you need to understand what are the functions of a library catalog. As far the functions are concerned, its function is to know whether the library has particular book written by a author, to ascertain whether the library has book of a specified title, and if the author or the title is missing, it is finding the book by other descriptor is also one of the functions. Further, all works by particular author, sometime we need to find out what are the all works by particular author. Like if I want to know how many books I have published and what are those, how many of those library possess. So, that should also be functions. Apart from that, it also ascertains works different various other descriptors such as editions, translators. Library catalog is that you need to understand the library catalog, bibliography and the publisher catalog, how these three are different. I am sure now you understand the concept of library catalog and shelf list. So, now you understand what is difference between library catalog and the bibliography. Catalog purpose is to achieve the satisfaction of the user and fulfill the laws of library science. However, the bibliographic purpose depend on the type of the bibliography. Its a purpose actually will change, that it is a type of bibliography. Like if it is a trade bibliography, this purpose is different. If it is a universal bibliography, purpose is different. So, that also you need to keep in mind, the purpose is entirely depend on the type of the bibliography. Library catalog scope is limited to a library or a group of library, because the catalog is all about what the library has, about the holding of the library or the group of libraries holding, while the bibliography is limited to a subject, geographical area and time. So, we can prepare the bibliography on the basis of the subject. We can also prepare bibliography on the basis of the geographical area, like we can prepare a bibliography, Indian national bibliography, which actually give you informations about what is published within India. So, and we can also make it on the state wise. So, that is a geographical area. We can also make bibliography on the basis of the time, like 5-year durations or 10-year durations or 1-year durations. So, bibliography can be also be based on the basis of the time. So, that you need to understand. Library catalog apart from that follow standard code. Most of the time it follows standard codes. However, bibliography usually does not follow any standard. In some case it follows standards. When the actually bibliography is prepared by the librarians, then they follow, or information professional, then they follow the standards. Annotation is provided rarely in the catalog. However, the annotations is provided in the bibliography to help the users. In fact, we have a annotated bibliography also we can prepare. Arrangement of a catalog is usually dictionary wise or in classified order. On the other side, in bibliography arrangement varies. Classified is followed mostly. Okay. And bibliography is prepared keeping in mind the scholarly community, because the bibliography is usually referred by the scholarly people for the people who are doing research work. On the other side, catalog is used by all type of users. Okay, so that's a, I am sure now you understand. So, apart from that, we will also understand now what is different between publisher catalog and the library catalog. Publisher catalog serves scholars and the librarians, that you need to understand, because scholar have to find out what are the new books published related to their areas, and the librarian have to browse the publisher's catalog to identify what are the new books are published, so that they can add to the library. On the other side, it is usually printed in a book form and the arrangement is mostly in alphabetical order, and the limited information is given in the publisher catalog, because the sole purpose is to actually increase the sale of the publisher. That is not the case with the catalog, because the catalog aim is to achieve the 5 laws of library science and to help the users. The publisher catalog does not follow standard code. That is also one of the major difference between the library catalog and the publisher catalog, because it varies. Hardly actually there is a publisher catalog which follow the standards. So, now you understand what are the different type of catalog. Alphabetical catalog, we can have alphabetical catalog on the basis of the author catalog, name catalog, subject catalog or title catalog. Dictionary catalog, we can also have a classified or call it class catalog, and we can also have a alphabetical class catalog. So, these are the different type, and in a separate session you will understand how these different type of catalog varies from each other. So, now I am sure now you understand what is the catalog and what is the sole purpose of it. But when you actually doing a cataloging, that you need to understand that we have to provide the information to the users, pinpointed informations. We have to provide the information exhaustively, and we also have to provide the information to the user expeditiously. So, with this I am sure you have got some idea what is catalog, but you need to also understand that nowadays catalog is giving much more information. If you compare the catalog, card catalog and the present online public access catalog, there is a huge difference. The present catalog also provide you informations that whether the book is issued or not. That is actually the liberty, or that is it is empowering the users to tell you which books are issued, which book are not issued. So, OPAC gives you all these information. In fact, the web OPAC which are following the next generation technology, user can also renew the document sitting at their home. So, that is also so, and they can also prepare the list of their favorite document, they can put in the cards. So, this web OPAC actually giving much more flexibility or much more empowerment to the users to spend more time in the research rather than spending time in searching the documents on the shelves. So, with this I am sure you got an understanding and you got an idea that what is the catalog, what are its different purpose, what are its different objectives. So, with this, thank you very much for your patient listening. Thank you.